Hello, it's me, Coach Katie. Hey, So I'm here to talk to you guys about the very basics of weight loss, and that is about calories. So often we hear people say things like, well, eat less and move more, right? And the science says that that will work because if you're eating less, that means you're consuming less calories. And if you're moving more, that means you're burning more calories. And the less calories that are inside of your body, the faster the weight will come off. Is this true or false? Well, listen, the thing is that we all have a certain amount of energy that we expel every day. We have a certain amount of need, a certain amount of calories for a certain amount of reasons. And it can't be logical for your diet to be same as the person's next door, your husband's or your girlfriend's, and the shakes that they're drinking and the food that they're consuming, because each of us have a different caloric need. So let's talk about it for a second. So what the fuck is a calorie anyway? Calorie is the energy that is absorbed from all of the food that we eat, the energy that our body uses as fuel to do regular everyday things like me talking to you right now, or you even being able to watch this video, the way you clicked on YouTube to view this content. That took some kind of energy, and the way you got that energy was through consumption of calories. So the quantity and quality of calories that a food makes up depends on the chemical makeup of the food. And each food is made up of a combo of carbs, proteins, and fats. These are called macronutrients. So each calorie has a certain amount of carbs in it, fat in it, and protein in it. Got that? Okay. We'll talk about macronutrients and their importance and how we can use them to manipulate weight loss and weight gain in a video I'll do later on in the week. So everyone needs a certain amount of calories, like we talked about, to survive. So this minimum number of calories that we need is called your basal metabolic rate, or your BMR. I'm sure you've heard people talk about that. If you're into weight loss, if you Google stuff, you'll probably have seen BMR mentioned before. This number is affected by how much lean muscle you have. And again, we will cover lean muscle in another video later on in the week. So the number of calories your body uses on the regular is the sum of your BMR and the calories you burn while you're doing those everyday things that we just talked about, like laundry, fidgeting, pooping, fighting your kids, whatever, right? So this is what is called your total energy expenditure, or your T, also known as your daily caloric needs. So each person has a different T. So like we said before, whichever diet that your girlfriend is doing, whatever shakes and drinks and stuff that she's taking, may not be what you necessarily need for your caloric needs. Got that? All right, so what will work for you? First, we have to determine your goal weight. And you can do this by using like charts online. You can Google weight charts. They'll ask you basic information like your age, your gender, your body frame, your height, and then it'll give you a recommendation of the weight that you are healthy in between. I'm going to use myself as an example just for comparison's sake. I'm about 5'9", 5'10". I have a small medium frame. I'm 37 years old. So I'm healthy anywhere from 129 pounds to 156 pounds. So when I started my weight loss journey, I was roughly 190. And I had set my goal at 150 at the time. And then when I reached that goal, I reassessed and then I made new goals. And I suggest the same for you, but just a slight tweak. I had an ultimate goal of about 40 pounds. At the time, yes, I wanted to lose the 40 pounds. I wanted to do it quick, but it seemed like a mountain. It was like a monster that I had to fight to do that. What I suggest that you do is take the ultimate goal and break it down into bite-sized pieces and establishing a reward system for them. This way, you're still losing the ultimate 40 pounds, but you are losing them in increments of something that is still substantial. 20 pounds is still very substantial. but more achievable in the short term. So I wouldn't set your goals any more than 20 pounds at a time. So say I'm 190 pounds. Wait, I'll get to that. I'm gonna just rewind. We have to establish how many calories your T is, what we talked about before, your total energy expenditure. You do this by multiplying your goal weight by 10. So this will give you an average number. We can adjust this number. It's like a springboard of a caloric intake. We can adjust this number as we get more active with our routines, like our exercise routines, more cardio, more weightlifting, whatever it is that we're doing. We can see how the certain calories that we're consuming makes us feel. Are we lacking energy? Are we having brain fog? And then we readjust from there. So if my goal weight was 150 pounds, I would now consume 1,500 calories per day. The odds are that whatever it is that you're weighing right now, you are consuming that times 10 in calories, which is the reason why you're staying exactly the same, or you're consuming a bit more than what your total energy expenditure is, and that's the reason why you are gaining weight. So at the time when I was 190 pounds, I was consuming approximately 1,900 calories a day and not raising my energy level past that amount. So I was staying the same, and in some cases I was gaining. So by cutting my calories down from 1,900 to 150 was pretty dramatic and drastic for me. If I had done the 20 pounds at a time, I would have cut my calories to 170, and it would have been a bit more achievable for long term. You see where I'm going with that? Okay, so now that you have your goal weight set and you know how many calories that you would consume each day to reach that weight, we must talk about your calorie quantity, which will bring us to how to eat your way to your goal weight. What things you have to eat, the quality of calories that you have to eat to actually reach your goal weight, and that will be in tomorrow's live video. So keep an eye out for that. We have our next coaching assignment starting on February the 26th. It's ultimately a 7-week program. It's 1 week of prep. We talk about things like this. We understand where we're coming from. We build goals. We assess our calories. We assess our macronutrients. We see exactly what we specifically need and learn what it is that we have to do for the first week. And then the next 6 weeks is application of what we learned in the first week. So that starts February the 26th. You can click the link in my bio and save your spot now, or you can put it off and, get to it eventually, whatever you want, whatever you want to do. But I always love the first enrollee the most. Just saying. So get on my list, click the link. If you have any questions about my program or have any questions about what I shared here today, make sure that you message me. I love to help people. It's what I'm here for. Catch you on the fit side.